Welcome everybody to the South Park Phone Destroyer weekly update for week number 8 of year 2 of Team Wars. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Hope you're having a good Monday, good start of your week. Welcome in. We're going to be going through last week's Team Wars results, as well as this week's Team Wars deck, and then this week's developer update like we do every week. So let's get it started. First off, this week we have a bit of excitement. We have the highest legitimate score of all time, 5695, only eclipsed by the kind of sort of cheating 5699 that Revolution team got when they made a bronze team. But welcome in everybody to the 5695 hype party, the highest legitimate score, and it's a year plus the first no loss run I think we've ever done, and we had 2 113s and 1 111, and that's what kept us from that 5695. LaFours, what's up? Hyping that free to play, yeah. Merc Heroes and Merc Demons went down. Merc Demons 2901. Yeah, Capium, the Final Fantasy run I thought was hilarious I think it was Final Fantasy 7. Could have been 8. I think it's 7, where you basically like never level up because you just get you can clone your items, and there's like an item that levels you up or increases your strength or something like that, and you can somehow clone your items in your inventory and just give everybody like max attack, so they're doing 9999 pretty much like immediately. It was very strange, very convoluted and difficult. It's like when the people hack Pokemon Hex in the game to walk through a door and end up in the Final Four. It's fucking weird, dude. Fucking weird. But this week Namblues also won, and I actually didn't even load up Namblos to see what happened on Namblos yet, but it was a pretty good week, so I'm pretty excited about that 5695. I'm not sure if we'll ever get a perfect 5700. That'd be pretty tough to do an absolute perfect 114, but I mean, it's possible. But chances are they will change Team Wars and how the scoring works, or not the scoring, like the bracketing and matchmaking and shit. Chances are they'll change that before we pull off a 5700. But this is as close as you can get, 5 points different. So pretty exciting shit there. All right, and we look at the current standings. I think it's pretty easy to tell that their bracketing system is terrible when you look at Diotide being in 5th right now. And then 6 Samurais and Szechuan Sauce being 8 and 9 when there's like teams like Nambla below them. Well, you know what? Maybe they're even. I don't know. It'd be great to get those 3 in a bracket. I think for some weeks they should match based on the bracket. Every 3 weeks, or let's say every 5 weeks, you match based on your base, or sorry, not your brackets, based on your crowns. So free-to-play Illuminati, Chef's Elite, TMI, and Diotide would battle, and Diotide would get 3rd, and the other 2 would go down. So Diotide would gain some ground on them, right? You don't have to do that every week, because every week that would get fucking tiring, going up against the same people over and over again. But you should force that, because that can correct gaming the system, like Chef's Elite at 47 and TMI at 42 are doing. You look at everybody else that's legitimate, they're at 50. Mercenaries 50-50, Diotide 50-50, Casa's probably 50-50, there's just people hopping. Free to play 50-50, Illuminati 50-50, Chefs 47, TMI 42, 6 Samurai Szechuan 46, 48. It's so clearly being manipulated. I don't know why they didn't do something about that. I don't know. But let's go ahead and get into the games from last week. We actually have a special surprise I guess, for you guys. We're actually gonna watch one of Jammin's videos live tonight. Hope you guys are excited for that. We'll probably do that at the last one. And we'll get these games rolling. So we'll probably start with Moody Buckethead. You know what? No, let's start with the Adventure Lock this week, because the Adventure Lock this week was pretty interesting. We had a pretty much full deck, so but we got someone who's ranked 2,132. So he leads the assassin on the side. Means it's probably somebody's alt. We can say that right away. I tried to do the thing where you step, and I did actually kind of get it to work. If you use Ike's ability correctly when somebody's trying to assassin step you, you actually end up assassin stepping them. There, I should have probably played the Sally on the top side. It would have prevented that from bugging me. Aerostorm might kill level 1 if it was a higher level. It's only level 3, so I wasn't worried. I also wasn't I didn't think Nathan would die. Like, I wasn't sure if Nathan was gonna die or not, but we didn't upgrade him at all, so I wasn't worried at all about this level 1 Psalm, so I didn't even like really work to defeat him. Hook hand hitting that Nathan was pretty strong, pretty important there. Helps me deal with the riffraff. Hey, what's up, Wamesy? Welcome in. Make sure you follow Wamesy. Pegs, do an exclamation point SO and then Wamesy's name. We got the Warboy Tweek coming in, finishing it up. It's pretty much just the Randy, but at level 5, that's all you really need. We prioritized the level 5 on Namblues and the level 4 Manbearpig, which I didn't even need to play. Level 4 Manbearpig, and I didn't even play him. Fun stuff. All right, let's check out the second game for the Adventure Lock. One guy missed 3 bars, 2 others missed 1 bar each. Yep. Yep. So close, man. So close. We kicked him out already. It's fine. We'll get it next year. We will get it next week. All right. Ike down the gut. He's 63-31, so he's at least somewhat competent player. I probably could have used his ability and gotten an attack off, but no, definitely not. So I'm actually kind of hoping this hits Sheriff. It'll kind of clear him out. It does, and it chunks him huge. This would actually be a good Manbearpig play against the what's his name? Randy. Hopefully that doesn't hit. No, didn't hit the Psalm, so that's good. Definitely play the Manbearpig. Definitely play the Manbearpig. Yes, Manbearpig. Level 4 Manbearpig. Higher level Manbearpig than my main account, fun fact. My Adventure Lock has a higher Satan and a higher Manbearpig than my main account. I've never wailed on neutrals cards. Probably just gonna lightning bolt the Psalm, yep. Gonna deal with him, doesn't heal anybody, because nobody's hurt. Now we got a full level 4 coming at you. Put the Sally on the top side. And that's a dead Nathan. The Sally steps the Gizmo. No, Gizmo does get an attack off, which surprised me. I think Gizmo just has a little extra health. Now it looks like this Manbearpig is gonna roll through it. We even have the deckhand who hopefully doesn't get shot so far back he doesn't heal anybody. And we accidentally get him to heal the Warboy. Oops. Oopsies. Oopsies. Hey, what's up, Kirby? Hope we can help your work day. The last of your work day go a little bit faster. Wish I had people like that, man. All my matches were above 6,500. Dude, yeah, you're getting unlucky with your max ups, man. I don't know what's going on. I'm getting potatoes. Dodge, thanks for the subscription, my friend. Appreciate ya. Extended their tier 1 subscription through March. Does that mean somebody gifted it to you and then you continued it? Is that how that works? Well, again, we lead with the Sally. We're gonna step their Sally and just have my Ike lead. I wasn't expecting him to go for that guy, but that's all right because I do 2-shot him. Now again, we're gonna put the Manbearpig out because he's dropping his Randy onto my side, so we're in really good shape here. We're gonna play that to kill. We want to wait till Randy starts attacking Manbearpig, or at least gets on the side where we don't have to worry about it. Now we have the deckhand who's gonna get killed here, but heal a big 460 on that Manbearpig. Probably a lightning bolt coming here, but we'll see. Hook hand in front of the Manbearpig's probably what we should play. But the Arrow Storm might be able to help us out. Probably just deciding what to do based on whether I get the Psalm off or not. Smart play right there. Put the Nathan behind him, right on New Kid line. He only takes 2 steps forward and he'll start attacking New Kid. Ooh, the mind control on Nathan. The hilarious play. Yo soy Hannah Joy. Yo soy Noi es bueno es South Park. I don't know how you'd say South. You'd probably just say South Park Phone Destroyer, wouldn't you? He wouldn't like translate that. Yo, Jammin, what's up, buddy? No, I can extend my subscription. It's a new thing. Oh, so you do. Oh, so that mean? Does that mean you subscribe twice technically right there? You subscribed for February and March. Is that what it means? That's kind of cool. Whoa, so somebody could like sub to you for a year, just like that. Just be like, hey man, I'm subbed for a year. Hope you don't fucking quit streaming. All right, let's go into. I'm trying to think if I had any good games at all. I don't think. I think fucking Moody kicked some ass too. Jammin', dodge, Kirby's in the house. Tosh with love. Lead with the, oh god, Moody playing balls deep, baby. See if he can make something fancy happen with that fancy ass. Oh, he makes it happen. Oh, he doesn't get the kill on the Gizmo, even though we thought it was gonna happen. We got the defense here. We got that Arrow Storm. Oh, but the Nathan is enough to deal. The level 4 Pocahontas Namblos leveled their cards very well this week as well, I believe. In my opinion. We usually make pretty good choices because they're my choices. But sometimes they go against me and it ends up being the better choice. So I don't stick to my guns too much. I make like a really vague estimate at the beginning and then we just kind of roll with it. And sometimes people are like, you know what? I know you said to keep Kun base, but let's bring him to level 7. I mean, you can't control people, man. But that one was just a travesty. I didn't even really have much to say. 4890 matching up Moody is pretty rough. And this one's only 1 minute and 14 seconds long too, so this is... Moody had quite the deck against who he got matched up against. Chicken Fried Weed, welcome back. Known. Glad you guys could make it. Obvious Doctor 55. He's obviously a doctor, guys. Obviously a doctor. We gotta change our name to just Insane Titties. Cause it's like Insane Titty Mo. What's an Insane Titty Mo? I think we should drop Hook-handed, see if we can snag the Nathan. Oh, I'm a genius. I think we got it. Boom! Now force him to play something. Don't play anything or else we'll get mind controlled. But if he's not gonna play fucking anything, I guess the guy gave up. What is my sub badge? What is it? What do you mean? Kirby what the fuck? Yeah, he was Kirby what the fuck originally, which is why his emote is a what the fuck. That was a terrible matchup, man. Like, I mean, I get it that you're gonna get, but you don't just give up in Team Wars. You don't just give up. You try to make it at least so he gets a 113, right? At least get him bitched out by his team that was going for 5,700. Don't just give up, man. No top team's ever gonna take you if they see that you gave up in a Team Wars, ever. I didn't hear no bell. Exactly. PvP, ladder, give up all you want. Saves time. It's good. Team Wars, you fight fucking tooth and nail to the death for your bars. You protect your boxes like they're actually full of weed. Look at this. Look at this monkey gonna get a hit on New Kid because he attacks so weird. 4S Monkey is just the most interesting card I think that exists, just because he's so fucking stupid and weird. fucking janky and shit. All right, so we're gonna put him out just so we can try to get the, well, honestly, we tried to get the cycle better, but he pushed his Pocahontas into us, which wasn't ideal for him. The whole time, I thought that Manbearpig was gonna be attacking Astro, but Astro ended up not taking the hits, and he was attacking Hookhand instead. We almost protected. If I would have played Smuggler out there and got one hit off on him, but I wasn't worried about him stopping my push, and I thought my two guys in the back were pretty prone to a Arrow Storm or Poison or whatever this guy might have. Now the Hookhand brutalizes the Nathan, which kind of frustrates me, but Bebe was the bigger threat onto the new kid. Warboy up on top, dealing that Nathan bomb from the back, dealing with the Bebe, and dealing with him. Pretty sweet, but we're just gonna wait and play the Arrow Storm until he has as many gizmos as possible. Or not. That's what I would have done. Or that'll work. Oh, I saved Sam too. Lay it down, boys. Lay it down. Where's the Arrow Storm? LOL. Rip. What's coming, guys? What's the next play? Call it out in chat. Call it out in chat. What's the play? You guys know me. You fucking know me. What's the play? Chip, baby. Chipping all day long. Look at that. 78. 79 damage, baby. What's that? 79 damage. Let's go, Moody. Let's fucking go, Moody. Let's fucking go. All right. 3 more left, and then we got a special guest. Why would a box be full of it? I mean, like, you just hoed your garden and you put it in a box. We got the main coming at us with Bubby Bear by our side, helping us out. Oh, and the Sally's coming. He's like, fuck, Sally's here. Get out of here. Get out of here. So the Sally level 6 gets stepped by the 4, so that's good. But we lead with the 6 element Randy against the Pocahontas Randy, which is pretty tough. Pretty tough. I'm probably gonna drop program Stan if it was me. Come on, Smarty. It's, you know, you make the right play when you make it twice, right? Manbearpig probably won't even be played because he's only level 3 for me. So you guys are gonna see how the Manbearpig deck works without Manbearpig. He stupidly played the Sally there, and got the heal. I don't know if you guys saw that. He lost the heal on he lost the heal that he could have had on Randy. Or really the threat here was just I couldn't Arrow Storm, because if I Arrow Storm, but then he plays Sally immediately and gets the heal on her, so I didn't think that was very intelligent, but he's kind of hurting. I knew that the Marine Craig plus Arrow Storm would kill the Timmy, but I'm honestly, I have a really good push here, and I'm baiting out one more Assassin until I play Arrow Storm. Using it on the defense is pretty good too. Now he used his Arrow Storm, which is nice, but this still commands the removal on the Timmy, or on the, well, the Timmy and the Warboy up there, because they don't get hit by New Kid. The Ike play was alright. If I had happened to slam energy there, you know, I could have been low energy and I could have taken a bar, but not really worried about his levels. It's pretty unfortunate. I mean, if this guy had even levels as me, I don't think he would have beaten me. I don't think any play that he made would have worked any better had our levels been equal. And that was mostly a choice of the deck choices and what we picked and what they picked. Now, Deckhand coming out to heal the Space Warrior was my plan, and look at that, it worked perfectly. We're trying to get the Space Warrior onto New Kid, and we make it happen with a little flair for you guys. I should have emoted harder for him. That win was for you guys. All right, now let's, oh. I'm losing, what the fuck? I'm losing my, stop. All right, now we're on to this one. When I ate my first cheese curd, I wept long and hard for the lactose, for all lactose intolerance. Dude, it's so good. Cheese curds in French is fromage en grains. I thought it was omelette du fromage. Some people call it fromage en crottes, which directly translates to cheese turds. Fromage en crottes. Scroats and totes? That's very interesting. Tried to get her to send her a care package. Alright, so we got Manbearpig coming at us, level 3. So we played our level 3, and we have our level 6 going against... Dude, did you guys see what happened there? So we both played our Manbearpigs, and both of our Space Warriors, instead of attacking the Space Warrior, which might have been the closer target, they attacked the enemy Manbearpig. So look at this. My Space Warrior goes right by his Space Warrior, and his Space Warrior goes right by my Space Warrior, and they switched places and start attacking their respective Manbearpigs. I thought that was really funny. Though we hopefully have the advantage here. The program stand freeze should be enough to give us the edge against his Manbearpig. And the blast here should kill the 2 assassins. Nope, the assassins spread out, and the speed boost on the Ike actually pretty useful, but Manbearpig still half health, still probably like 600-700 health there. We're ready to Marine Craig whatever he puts in defense, if he puts anything in defense. But he might have given up. Nope, we play the War Boy to put a little pressure on him. We get the Marine Craig out, and the level 5 Pocahontas Randy, which is a leveled card. Level 6 leveled cards. But against the level 5 6 element, it's not very close. Now we got that level 4 Marine Craig. Don't sleep on his damage, man. And then we got the overkill with the Ike. But he left, so like our card didn't hit there, so. Ooh, poutine. Ooh, poutine's great. We have a poutine at a place nearby. They do it very well. They even have little cheese curds in it. It's great. All right, Delta Douche, 36 chambers. So we as a team, if you're questioning our choices here, we decided to go program Stan over Sam, because as you saw in a lot of my games, Sam, whatever the level he is just gonna eat a fucking lightning bolt. There's not a single other card in this deck that is a lightning bolt target, unless you consider maybe the Timmies as a lightning bolt target, or to hit the hook hand before he hits or something like that. There just really isn't a good target. The level 7 Ike actually just like single-handedly killed 2 cards there and took a bar. So I'm not saying that Ike's a beast or anything, but holy fucking shit. And now we're just kind of getting cheeky with this guy. Feeling a little bad for it. Probably Marine Craig the Nathan. And then Warboy will chip the Nathan. Or no, maybe Warboy will just hit New Kid? I can't really tell. Ooh, the Arrow Storm's not gonna be enough. Is he gonna stop me though? I don't know. Warboy's gonna do it. Warboy finishes it off. Easy victory, baby. Easy victory, baby. All right, now we got a special guest. It's Jammin' T. Oh wait, why is that one? Wait. Oh, I know why. It's because technically a different aspect ratio than all my other ones. We gotta move it slightly. Because yours is you bitch. When I put it full screen, it does that. You cock sucker. Alright, we got Mr. Frosty in the house going head to head against an OG South Park player, Scrody McBoogerballs. And if you don't know Scrody McBoogerballs, you're about to. Very, very emotive player. Let's get started. I took Jammin's combo out, leading with the level 4 Manbearpig. Somebody on his team told him that all he had to do was play level 4 Manbearpig and he would easily win because there's no removal. Well, let's see how that works out for him. Looks like the level 4, ooh, gets a lightning bolted. Man, this guy's going all in on this Manbearpig, and jamming, waiting for his own Manbearpig, gets the level 4 with half health on his new kid, level 14. Oh no, Hookhand's gonna have to get real lucky here and either tag that Space Warrior, or maybe the deckhand at the right time could heal the Space Warrior instead, and it does! The Manbearpig doesn't take the heal. Space Warrior misplayed, and the Space Warrior though did kill, looked like a really low level Hookhand or something, but they do end up killing the Manbearpig. All right, when did Manbearpig stop attacking New Kid? Was it right when the bar got took? You just retargeted? Oh, that's weird. That's weird. That's weird. I wonder if it's just because it was Manbearpig, because usually Manbearpig will just keep walking his happy ass and take bar number 2. I wonder if it's because Manbearpig's fat ass was in the way. Anyway, the deckhand comes out to protect the Manbearpig. He's got to make sure he doesn't play his wrong. He's going to get a good heal on his Manbearpig. 546. The Warboy on just a Timmy with the 4-ass monkey getting that early shot, but the Timmy somehow is attacking. Oh, it's, wait, did he use his ability? Wait, what the fuck? How is Timmy possibly attacking? How is Timmy possibly attacking the monkey? How is Timmy possibly attacking the monkey there? He's already targeting Manbearpig. He uses his ability, but then he doesn't retarget when he uses his ability. Weird. But that was kind of a jip, but the 4-ass monkey almost kills the Timmy, but the Warboy comes out getting enough damage to kill the Timmy. Ooh, not a good choice. This guy is low on energy. There's nothing that's gonna be able to stop him, and the emotes are gonna come flying. Called it here. Warboy surviving to level 14, even at level 4. Incredible. Putting the pressure on him with the Som right after he lightning bolts. I bet you he's regretting that one. Can the Warboy take the bar? Oh no, Jammin wasted the baby. Warboy would have taken the bar by himself. Oh no, he wouldn't have. The choir boy would have saved him. Jammin playing the smart Bebe, making sure to get that second bar. The Bebe coming in level 6, scary. The level 5 Ike. Oh shit, the fucking lightning bolt. Or the arrow storm. Oh, Nathan getting one attack off. Just in time, Nathan getting one attack off. No, he can't. Jammin playing the hook hand for the flare. Nope. Finishing it nice and easy with the lightning bolt. Congratulations, emote away, my friend. You lost. You lost. Jammin, thanks for sending that in. If you yourself have a Team Wars game that you want me to check out, send it my way. The easiest way is to actually stream it on Twitch and then just highlight it, because then I have a program where I can shoot it at anybody and it will give me their highlights. He pressed space warrior ability, he could have scored another point. Oh, you're right, because after the bell, abilities will still happen. Lazy ass. How's Jammin supposed to know top level strats like that? I can send you one of me getting killed. Well, don't do that. Unless it's me killing you, because that'd be hilarious to have it from your perspective. Doing both. Be awesome. But that does it for last week's Team Wars. Like we said, one for the record books, 5695 if you weren't here earlier. We almost maxed out the score. 5700 is the max. We missed it by 5. We had one 113, two 113s, and a 111. Rest assured, all 3 of them have been kicked out, and we will get 5700 next week. But I was actually surprised this week that we did so well, because I was expecting this to be a week where, you know, you misjudge it, Manbearpig gets on your new kid, you misjudge the counterattack, your guy gets over there too much, whatever might happen, and shit gets fucked up, man. I played Jammin in Team Wars a while ago and got destroyed. Budweiser, that's hilarious. Jammin's a good player, man. He's smart. Sometimes he doesn't lightning bolt the mecha when you think he should lightning bolt the mecha, but out of sheer blind French-Canadian luck, it seems to work out for him. It seems to work out for him. He'll make a misplay, and it turns out that the other guy plays right into him, and it ends up working out. So, I mean, whatever. Don't worry, LaFour's got the payback. Yeah, LaFour is in half of free-to-play, apparently. But let us check out this week for the deck choices. We have a fantasy sci-fi with a little bit of mystic in there. So it's a 3-theme deck this week, so going to be a little bit interesting. But unfortunately, even though it's 3-themed, there is still only a few neutrals for Adventure Lock to work with, but they're pretty fucking good ones. We're gonna have a level 7 Terrence and Phillip, a level 7 PC Principal, and a level 7 Rats, which is gonna help a lot of us out. Probably gonna be a good victory because there's a lot of cards in here like DSR, Drone, Staff, Princess Kenny, Visitors, a lot of them that will do just fine at their base level. So this week should be a really good week for Namblues. That's all I'm gonna say about Namblues. I'll probably talk a little bit about certain choices that we're gonna make on Namblues, only a couple cards, but otherwise we're gonna focus mainly on on what we'd pick for our like a top tier deck, and then what we'd pick for something like free to play, and then what we pick for like a mid tier deck, something like, you know, Namblos to Nambla kind of in between. Nambla kind of being more on the top side, Namblos being more on the bottom side. So if you have anything... Hey, kitty, would you stop it, please? You little cocksucker. Hey. Thanks. I lost my train of thought because that cat's so fucking cute. But make sure this week, if you want to have your words be known and immortalized, you let your opinion be known up there, what you think is the right choice, what you think is the wrong choice. I'll go a little bit slower through this. Kitty, stop it. I'll go a little bit slower through this. Hold on, I gotta let him out. He's bugging people. We'll go a little slower through it so that we can get your opinions too. Kitty. He just wants some attention. Bubby. Look, you got 20 people's attention. Look, you got 20 people's attention. What do you want to say to these people while you're here, huh? What do you want to say to them? What would you like to say to these beautiful people, Bubba? You want to know what he'd say? He'd be like, I fucking hate all of you. You disgust me. Look at his face. He's disgusted. He's like, you fucking people make me sick. All right, so number 1, Visitors versus Belf. This is an interesting choice to me, because when you have a card like Zen that you can put Visitors behind, doesn't matter if your Visitors are level 4, level 5, level 6, they're gonna do fucking work. And when you can couple that with something like BHK or Ninju, it could be pretty good. Now obviously you're gonna have the threat of the poison coming at you, but if you just if you level them to the point where they'll survive the poison, which I'm not sure what that is. I think level 6 survives level 6 poison. I might be wrong, because poison recently got buffed, so those levels might be something you'd have to look up on Finewaru, on Awesome Bot, but regen might be a better pick though, so it might be interesting. But I think a lot of people are gonna go poison for the BHK, or the option of the BHK, also to prevent like Terrence and Phillip and Assassin spam and stuff, plus the Rats and stuff, so poison's a good choice as well. But with Visitors, if you play Visitors, you just want to wait until you see that poison removal. Maybe try to bait it with the Rats or something, bait it with the BHK, something, because when the Visitors are alive, you get them behind somebody, beating people up, you got a good chance of winning. But Belf, why are you picking Visitors over Belf on Adventure Lock? I think the Visitors at level 3. You know, I don't know. That's a real toss-up. That can go either way. Because I was thinking more with the Ninju. I could win a game with Ninju'd level 3 visitors. If it's just you wait till poison gets played, right? So it's a toss-up because I mean you could also get Bell fat stacked if somebody misplays the coup. So that's why this is an interesting choice to me, and it's not really clear to me what would be really the good choice. Belf really punishes the rats, the BHK even, the assassin spam, the gnomes, the rats that could be coming from the catapult. Belf really punishes that, as well as, you know, maybe getting some kills on the Terrence and Phillip, the drone, you know, so the 2-cost cards. So there's a lot of options. We go visitors to level 4 on blues if we get spare caps. Well, that's also a reason I was thinking we could do visitors, because some people might have them to 4. That's really funny. Kind of toss up then. You wouldn't be crushed either way, I take it. Yeah, I don't think so. I think both would be useful no matter what you're going up against and no matter what you have in your deck. If you get a Belf stacked with Ninja or BHK, you can start getting health stacks that are crazy. If you get visitors stacked after the poison comes out, you get them stacked like crazy. Now I think Belf has a higher upside because the visitors could stay alive just until they get poisoned again or something like that, or until they get hit by New Kid. Whereas if you play Belf correctly with the cocks coming at you, with the rats coming at you, whatever it might be, you could get to a point where your Belf will survive every hit from New Kid, and you can defend him with the likes of Terrence and Phillip, fucking DSR, gnomes, all these assassins. You can defend Belf till oblivion with this deck. So I think Belf might be the right choice. And I think that might be the choice on Namblues too, because even though she's level 4, she can still get unlimited health, right? So she has more upside. So I think you swayed me to keep on Belf on the adventure lock. I'll make sure to not try to get you guys to switch. I mean, 19, sometimes I'm wrong. I just do this first glance and what I think. Obviously, PC principle for Namblues, but Zen, I think if you do go the visitors route, you're really gonna want Zen in your deck. But if you go the Belf route, PC principle is fantastic with Belf because PC principle gets the first attack and pushes it, and then Belf's fucking arrow follows it through the air, kills it, and gets the stack. It's a very beautiful thing when you do it right. And that's true for the cocks, that's true for assassins, that's true for gnomes. Well, PC principle might kill the gnomes. It depends on the levels there, but even if it's a PC principle hitting a space warrior and then Belf killing a space warrior, like it's very useful. So I think if you're doing Belf, you'd want to do PC principle. If you're doing visitors, you want to do Zen, because if you can get the visitors behind Zen and then use BHK or Ninju, you're in really good shape. Then you can defend them with the rats and shit like that. You swayed yourself. Well, you brought it up, clearly saying like, you know what, maybe you're not right. This one is kind of a preference, because some people don't really like Princess Kenny. Some people swear by him. But with the staff, if you're running staff, you gotta go Hermes because the value from that is just fucking astronomical. If you're running Coop, go Princess Kenny, because then when Princess Kenny dies, one person is 5 seconds where they can't do anything, which means there's 5 seconds of cocks that can fill the room, like a Tuesday at Peg's house. Why Tuesday? I don't know. It's a busy day. Everybody's tired. But yeah, this one is also a level thing. Higher level teams will get the Hermes to 5. Lower level teams will get the Princess to 6. Don't think that one's gonna make or break you either way though. But obviously the level 5 Hermes is gonna fucking shit all over the Princess Kenny. I'm going there tomorrow. Oh, Wednesdays when you got a schedule. No, you can't sway me ever on this choice not being gnomes. I don't think there's any situation. The only way that I would pick another card over gnomes in Team Wars is if it was like fucking in it, like a hanky or something, like something really, really fucking important that you could get level 5 or something. But otherwise, the gnomes are probably some of the best Team Wars cards ever. And leading with gnomes is the single best Team Wars lead that you can do in any situation ever. If you lead with gnomes, the misplays that can happen from that, where people will say, oh, I'll play Belf behind New Kid and they'll kill the gnomes. No, level 6 gnomes will kill your bar before Belf even gets her second attack off. It is fucking brutal. New Kid takes like 4 attacks to kill level 6 gnomes or something like that. It's just, gnomes are fucking money, man. What's up, Shadow? Welcome back. Who's in for the the buckets? The Bukaki buckets? All right, here we got Rats and Chaos, or Choir Boy. This one's probably a choice of... Hey, Bubs. This one's probably a choice of your team and whether or not you can get the Choir Boy to 5. He's pretty fucking useful at 5, but the Rats are really useful. You can use them to swarm around a card like Sizzler or the TNP. But they also could potentially feed Belf or feed the BHK heal. So Choir Boy might be a little bit more useful. Adds another lead card for you where you don't really want to lead with Princess Kenny. If you run Kenny, if you run Choir Boy, leading with Choir Boy is pretty good if you don't have gnomes in your hand. So that one's kind of a toss-up, I think, as well. They're both very useful, but you'd have to be kind of careful with the Rats. You don't want to play into the Bebe, into the BHK heal, shit like that. Regen versus Poison. I think Regen on Adventure Lock will be better because I can't trust level 4 Poison to kill fucking anything, and there's really no other chip to go along with that. And the Regen could keep alive our Rats on New Kid. The Regen could keep alive a PC Principal that just got ninjued or something like that, that's already on New Kid, and win you games right there. So I think the Regen is gonna win more on Namblues. But as far as a main team, you're probably gonna want to go Poison. Like I said, you could punish somebody who stacks Rats and Gnomes. You could punish someone with killing the BHK and an Assassin or something. Taking the visitors out if their lower level is important. So I think Poison's gonna be the choice for more people. Regen kind of counters Poison too. Yeah, if the levels are similar, the numbers are pretty close. I think if you have a level 6 Regen and a level 6 Poison, the Regen outpaces it by like 2 per second or something. But that it's rare versus common, so it kind of makes sense. BHK versus Ninju, you might make that decision based on what of the Bebe visitor you pick as well. If you pick visitors Zen, I'd go Ninju. If you go Belf BHK or Belf PC Principal, I'd go BHK. BHK could get on New Kid with PC Principal pushing people out of the way. BHK buffing the Belf a couple could make her be able to one-shot the Cox or the swarm that's coming at her, so that could be really important. Even if it's just +8 or +16, it could be enough. So I think that's depending on that one. Even if it's lower, it greatly reduces Poison's effectiveness. Yeah, for sure, and especially if you have cards that weren't poisoned that are getting healed as well as the ones that are getting poison healed, kind of neutraled. And it kind of depends, yeah, if you're at the bar, or if you're at New Kid, if you're at New Kid, there's really no stopping that. Okay. Changed my vote on Namblues, guys. It's done. We're going Bell. All right. So yeah, I think for free to play Maiko Ninju, just because there's not really a lot of legend to like we're not gonna really dump caps into DSR necessarily. Would probably prefer a level 7 Catapult Timmy, level 7 Space Warrior than a level 4 DSR, or level 5 DSR. We'd probably take it to 4. Just kind of unneeded, you know? And the Sizzler isn't going to be the choice just because we won't have them leveled enough. I think in some lower teams, you might want to run Sizzler, but with Zen out there, PC Principal, TNP, DSR is too good, I think, so you're not going to see people leaning off DSR. So yeah, a lot of teams will do Ninju, a lot of teams will do BHK. It'll be kind of a close thing. What are you doing, Albus? You fucking weird. Catapult Timmy, I think, is the choice here. Yeah, be careful not to feed the Belf with the Swarm, though, but I don't think Cupid really is useful enough. I want a couple Team Wars with Cupid, but unless you have him leveled, he's not even a huge threat on level 14 new kid, just because he's... I mean, when you have BHK plus Bebe plus Visitors that you could drop to fuck him up, it's not really too big of a threat. As well as the poison might kill him if it's underleveled. Cox versus the staff here. If you go Hermes, you want to go the staff. If you go the Cox, you probably want to go Princess. And you got to be careful with the Cox though. Like, you definitely do not want to lead with the Cock House. You don't want to play the Cock House until the enemy Bebe is dead. As soon as the enemy Bebe is dead, or you see the enemy Visitors, slam the fucking Coop, man. Slam it mid, maybe. I don't know. You might want to practice and see if that works out or not. But as soon as you see that fucking Belf, play the Cox, man. And if they don't play Belf at all because they're waiting for your Cock House, well, congratulations. You just kept Belf out of your deck by not playing your Coop. Pretty good. DSR is the choice here. Probably for most teams. Maybe some low team's gonna run Sizzler for funsies. Maybe Illuminati will do it for Cobra. Terrence and Phillip here, I think, is the choice. The amount of damage they do is ridiculous, and there's really no threat that the drone diminishes. There's no cock magic or anything. He can't get poisoned, so I guess that's something to think about. But at the same time, that it also can't get regen. So if you run regen, you're definitely going to want to run TNP. If you run poison, maybe you want to run drone so that your drone can't get poisoned. Play drone next to BHK or something like that and kind of protect that damage. And then you probably... man, that one's actually kind of tough. Oh yeah, true. TNP gets the attack boost from the Kyles too. For sure, that's a benefit as well. Shadow, you trying to persuade him to go Visitors instead of Belf? Yeah, it's an interesting choice. I think it kind of depends on what you're gonna go with for Ninju and BHK, honestly. Man, this is tough. I don't know. Space Warrior is a deadly card, but there's so much Swarm that maybe he's not as deadly. And maybe just the Bradley with the Belf. Yeah, Denver, this is a good week. There's a whole lot of different things you can think about here, and you can almost make completely different decks. Like a deck with Zen and a deck with PC Principal are very different deck styles. Very different. Yeah, I mean, if you get Bradley to level 5, level 6, he's just as useful as before. If you can't get him to level 5 or 6, don't run Bradley, not worth it. Which is why Namblos is going to be taking a level 3, or Namblues will be taking a level 3 Space Warrior into the battle. Summarize down to either Energy or Critters deck. Yeah, that's pretty fair. Yeah, that's exactly kind of what I was... You either run Princess plus Visitors plus Cock Magic, or not Cock Magic, Cock House plus TNP plus PC Principal probably. You'd want to run PC Principal in that deck. Versus the Belf, Zen, Energy Staff, Hermes, maybe even Drone in that one. Well, no, you'd still do TNP, but you'd run Ninju instead of BHK, because you want to run BHK with the Swarm, because you get the swarm out as BHK's still alive. So BHK's alive and he's healing people. You're throwing out a Princess Kenny and he gets the heal. With Ninju, you want to be running like the Zen and the slower cards, like the Belf and stuff, where you can wait until you have an advantageous position, drop the Ninju, which has no removal this week. Once you get a Ninju boost on somebody, and if it's a good core of people, if you get it on a Belf, you get it on a Timmy, you get it on the PC Principal, you get it on the Terrence and Phillip, that's gonna be fucking brutal for people to deal with. For sure. Oh, show. Catalyst Bradley stays outside Nuclear Blast as well. Yeah, Bradley's good there. Bradley with the Catapult and Belf alone would be great. And then when you can throw in like the Ninju or the BHK to get that too, that's great. Yeah, I think Bradley might be the choice for sure. A good Ninju and regen will be hard to stop. For sure, that's another a toss-up. You know, some people would prefer the regen for the Ninju push. Some people would prefer the Ninju for the, you know, the swarm, like all the swarm that's out while they're getting hit by New Kid, heal them. I mean, I know for Namblos, if you get a good swarm, if you get a good regen off to protect your rats that are gonna get killed by New Kid, or maybe somebody that doesn't one-shot the rats, can take a bar, easy. So regen's a pretty good choice here this week, but poison's gonna be, I mean, poison's really your only removal, right? So you're either just relying on playing it right and being able to counter, or, you know, being able to just be aggressive enough to win, or depending on your deck. Obviously, if you're running the Ninju version, we'll say Ninju version is the energy version, BHK is the swarm version. If you're running the Ninju version, you're gonna want to counter push. You're gonna want to play staff. You're gonna want to lead with the assassins as much as you can, even if it means throwing away gnomes and Hermes and maybe even a choir boy. Throw it all away, who cares? Lead with the Zen. Then after that, you're stalling until they get their cards on your side of the field. We're talking their PC Principal, their Zen, maybe even whatever it takes to get it on your side of the field. Then you build the push that you're gonna Ninju and regen and take 3 bars with it. It's really gonna be hard to stop. And if you're running the other one, you just want to be pressing the advantage as much as you can. There's no Medusa to worry about turning your shit into snakes. If you know if he's got PC Principal or Zen, as soon as the Zen comes out, just fucking stack shit on the opposite side and see if you can grab some stuff. If the PC Principal comes out, do the same. Maybe fucking beeline towards or away from the PC Principal and make him not even bother you, and then drop your Zen when PC Principal gets to your New Kid. A lot of options that you can do with this deck. What's a better first move if you have them in your hand? Staff, Choir Boy, Zen, Cartman. Staff is always the right choice because you can always Zen after you staff. If you lead staff and they drop fucking 10 energy on you, or if you lead Choir Boy, sorry, I can't fucking talk. If you lead Zen behind New Kid and they drop like 10 energy on you, which they probably should do that, by the way, you can't play staff anymore. Now you have staff in your hand, you're playing 4 carded until the chance you have to play your staff. So you always want to play staff because you do not want staff in your hand. That's kind of the whole idea. You don't want staff in your hand because while staff is out there, your other things cycle quicker, right? So you put staff out, you put your rats out, your Choir Boy out or whatever. New Kid kills them, he deals with them. That's in your deck behind your staff. Right? So your staff will come back to you after you get that assassin back. So you'll kind of cycle through your deck a whole other time before you get back to your staff. And by that time, you're usually sitting, depending on your deck, obviously, you're usually sitting at about, 1.5 minutes where you can sit for 30 seconds, then get your staff with the increased energy. If you have staff in your hand, he's your first play. Absolutely, without a doubt. Unequivocally, there's no other choice for you. If you have an assassin, you don't lead with the hanky. If you have staff, you play the staff because you can always lead with those cards when you hit 10 energy, because most likely they're going to drop an assassin on you or they're going to drop a tank on you. If they drop a tank on you, that's fine. You have 4 energy that you still wait. There's halfway to you. If they drop Zen on the top, you just drop your Hermes on the bottom and all of a sudden you have half health half health staff with a Hermes on the bottom that he has to deal with. He deals something there. Maybe it's an assassin coming your way. You can step the assassin. This whole time, his Zen's walking towards you, so you're not losing energy. You're gaining energy by dealing with his energy, forcing him to play cards to deal with yours. And at the end of it all, you haven't sat at 10 energy at all. You have a great cycle, and his Zen's on your side of the field. So there's no play better than staff if you have staff in your hand. In that case, I would lead staff. I'd play choir boy. Most likely he'd get stepped. Somebody would come on the backside. I'd step that with whatever card I have. In this deck, you'd probably always have somebody to step, whether it's this slot, or this slot. You'd probably always have one of those. And if you can't, you could lead with the tank or something like that. But then after the stepping is done and after they have something come towards you or the board's clear, then you put your Zen behind your new kid and your move, holy man. What's next? I fear that error 200 with too much energy generation. Well, as long as you're just not slamming it. The surefire way to never run into the 200 error is to never play a card until you have 10 energy. That's the way to do it. Never play a card until you have 10 energy, and there won't be any issue whatsoever. Yeah, it sucks when it's a UC that gets fucked. Guys, quick announcement before we move on to the dev update. I don't know, a lot of you guys might remember the game Titan Saga. We played it for Nisha Developments. It's in early access right now, super early access. But we have a relationship with him. We've been kind of testing it, and we're gonna play another run through of it. He's revamped the UI, he's revamped the graphics. We're gonna run through the first part of the story that he has refined. It's a few hours of crash-free stuff, and then we'll start to run into some buggy stuff. But I hope you guys can stop by. It's very fun. Nisha himself is probably going to be there, so we can pick his brain about how the development is going on. And also, that means that he'll be able to see all of your ideas and your thoughts. So if you see something like, oh, that'd be cool, you know, what if you did it like this too? He'll be like writing it down on his little notebook or something. So if you want to be part of a development process of a game, an indie RPG, classic Final Fantasy style RPG kind of thing, make sure you're here on Saturday. We'll be starting that. We might play a little bit of South Park to begin with, just to like clear my packs out, but then we'll move into that and play that, you know, until we start running into unplayable game territory. But it'll be cool to have Nisha there, talking us through it. He finally got back into developing it. It's been like 2 years hiatus, so it's been interesting to be, or not 2 years, like a year and a half. It's been interesting to be kind of part of this long-standing thing. And he's on Steam now, so we could maybe figure out ways to give away Steam keys and stuff like that, so you guys can get a chance to get in there. It's got a robust setup where you'll be able to build your town. The town has a roguelike dungeon in it where you can play that while you are doing side quests in a world that's an open world. You can go to this tower first, or you can go to the ocean first. It's not linear at all. You can pick and choose. And if you want to, he's doing stuff like he's designing quests. If you have a quest that you think would be cool, you can send it to him and he'll incorporate it. If you have a monster that you want to have lore for, he'll do lore quests based on the monster. If you want to donate on Kickstarter, I think he's making monsters based on his Kickstarter, the highest Kickstarter people or something like that. It's really cool. So just be there on Saturday. I'll also drop some links in the bottom if you're watching this on YouTube, but be there on Saturday afternoon, and we'll be playing that. It'll be really fun. Anyway, enough self-plugging here. We're gonna move on to the dev update for this week. Appreciate you guys being here. How's everybody doing today? Let's pull up the dev update. F Meister, welcome in. Make sure you follow F Meister on Twitch as well. I think he's on YouTube as well. You stream Chim Pokemon on YouTube, don't you? Alright, I think we got it. That's it, boys. We got the dev update. Welcome in, everybody. Hey, everybody. It's Buck. So last week we got the 2 new superhero cards. If you weren't here last week, or if you've been sleeping under a rock, Wonder Tweek and Super Craig are in the game. I've been playing with both of them a little bit with the boosted event. They're not terrible. I think Super Craig is much more playable than Wonder Tweek. Wonder Tweek has the opposite problem that a lot of other cards have, where the AoE extends outside of the range, where Wonder Tweeks is kind of in between it, because if you have somebody right on the edge of his whirlpool, they don't get fucking sucked in, man. It has to be the middle line of the character, has to be in the middle of the circle for it to get sucked in. It's kind of frustrating, really difficult to hit that right on a Timmy, because their box, it's kind of weird, so their middle point isn't exactly where you'd think it is. It's more above their head. But I had some great plays with it too, where I sucked in a group and I played Chomper on the middle of the group, and it fucking hit all of them, and it was choice, dude. It was fucking awesome. Super Craig is fantastic. We messed around with it on stream. You can put him and Towley next to each other in a way where the person that's attacking Super Craig will never attack him based on the knockback. There's some fun combos that you can do with both of them. I think they're gonna open up the Team Wars, or not Team Wars, the superhero theme a little bit. But I still don't think they have that like big hitting card that they need to couple with Call Girl to really make the deck come together. I think also, I think they really missed a chance of using the teamwork mechanic for more than just fucking Coon. Like, all of them should have some sort of teamwork mechanic that gets affected. Like maybe Fast Pass reaches a little bit farther if he has at least one superhero on his team. Maybe Mintberry Crunch gives a little bit more health for each person that's on the field. Maybe Dr. Timmy, his range extends a little bit more for every superhero on the field. I just don't understand why they have one card with the teamwork mechanic instead of basing the whole fucking theme off of it. Doesn't really make sense to me. But we are doing, as you can see here, the Wonder Tweek event is continuing through Wednesday. So if you want to take advantage of the level boosts, jump in there and get those level 6 Wonder Craigs, level 6 Tweeks, level 7s if you're Friar, and have some fun with those while you can. Kind of get a feel for it if you want to request them in the future or whatever. And then Wednesday, Thursday, I can't tell if that extends into Friday. Wednesday... What does it say? Does it not say? Anyway, we'll just keep reading. As you can see, Wonder Tweek event will continue for a few more days, ending on Wednesday. On Wednesday, we'll have plenty of things for you to do. Firstly, there will be so that ends on Wednesday. There'll be a superhero themed token collection event. Yeah, so this is done on Tuesday. This is a poorly designed graphic then. This is done on Tuesday, I think, and then this one starts. Maybe, unless they'll have 2 running at the same time. I don't know, because this one would have to start on Friday too. Weird. You can gain tokens by winning PvP matches as per usual, but this will be one of the first ones where you get guaranteed tokens from winning PvP matches. Don't know how much that's going to be. That might adjust per the thing. This isn't a weekend event, so the numbers might be different. It might change per event, so we'll kind of see. I'm guessing maybe like 5 or something per win again. But that's good. Like he said, the average number of wins to complete should remain roughly the same, but you can think of it as a bit of bad luck protection. So if you don't get anything from the lockers, this will keep you from, not getting any progress at all. Also on Wednesday, the Craig and Tweek challenge, which is just Craig and Tweek cards, will have 20% increased stats, which means it'll be it'll be probably just fantasy, sci-fi with Warboy Tweek, and probably not Robin Tweek, but probably just Warboy. And there's really no reason to run anything else unless the Wonder Tweek is just fucking god tier with that extra 20%, which is possible because his attack is pretty sick. I think you'll see a lot of the same stuff. And this weekend we're gonna do Wonder Tweek and Super Craig again. They're gonna have a duo event, which is nice. It's nice that they're dumping stuff on us. They're starting to have events that just have superhero stuff. I think there's now enough superhero cards where you're gonna start getting only superhero stuff now. Good for taking out swarms? Yeah, for sure. Champa move is good. I did that a couple times. Chaos works pretty good too. Oh yeah, Chaos too. I'd love to get a deck together with Sizzler and Chaos and him and fuck it up. Or some Inkin Blasts on that, some Fireballs on that. Should be pretty good. Inkin and Outlaw. The problem is that the 20% increase doesn't increase ability. If it increased ability, then yeah. 20% increase on Inkin might be enough to make him really good in Challenge. 20% increase on Outlaw might make him not complete dog shit. But it's only the bodies that get affected by these stat increases. And so 50% of the cards most of the time don't even get a real fucking benefit. Because if you're looking at it 20%, if I have a card that only has 12 attack, 20% increase, oh, now I have 14 attack, oh shit, look out. But if you have somebody who has 100 and now all of a sudden they have 120, like that's a little bit better. So it really depends on the card if a stat increase like this even fucking matters at all. Which is why I don't usually play the ones that are just a stat increase, because I think they're lazy and just not worth my time. But the cards for this week are going to be really fun. I think I might try a superhero with just Cupid and Unholy. That's it. Cupid and Unholy. And then superhero magic. Don't forget, if you haven't joined the Discord for South Park, to do that. If you need a link, that's there on the update here. This whole thing right here is a link. Oh, you can't see it. This whole thing right here is a link. So there's also terms of use for that. Blah 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 blah. That's all I have for now. As usual, if you have questions, feel free to reach out on Discord or leave the questions down below. Until next time, we'll see you on the streets of South Park. Your community team, Ubisoft. Thanks, Buck. Appreciate the time. All right, now let's get into it. Let me get a drink of water. Outlaw was fun when he could do full damage to New Kid. That would be an interesting thing. Like, if Outlaw hits 3 targets near New Kid, the blast goes on to New Kid as well. Maybe like each of them blows up and it blasts or something like that. Hey, what's up, Nagger? Welcome, buddy. I'm not spending 1 cent on challenge mode refreshes unless challenges are reverted back to the way they were before. Another way to put that is I'm really actually terrible at challenge mode, and I only have a chance because the matchmaking matches me up against potato idiots who don't have any idea what they're doing half the time. Having cards capped at 4, 3, 2, 1, that's probably true for a lot of people. Having cards capped at 4, 3, 2, 1 already ensured that it was fair for everyone. Challenge mode, well, I mean, it's not fair for everyone. It's not fair for the people who have cards that are higher because they don't get to use it. Is that fair? I don't think fair is the word that you want to use in this. I think just even. Like you kind of want an even playing field. It doesn't have to be fair because the fact is that there's going to be people that are better than you. And you won't get better until you play those people and get beat by those people and see why they beat you, right? So you want it kind of even, where the skill is what matters, right? So I would say to make it even, you would have to take it so that challenge mode is just the cards are the base level. You don't get to, or you use them at that level, just like challenge mode, or just like Team Wars, where you use them at least at the base level. I think they should do that. Give everybody 4, 3, 2, 1, capped, stuck, and then let it be completely random then. But I do also think there's a big part of me that when I play other games, it's a fucking challenge to get 12 wins. It's difficult. It's hard. And that is missing. For me to not get 12 wins in challenge mode is rare. And it's usually because I'm running some weird off-meta deck fucking around with Gizmo or something. The 12 win run in SPPD for top players, for anybody who really truly cares about the game, studies the game, spends time trying to get better, a 12 win run challenge mode is easy. All you gotta do is be a competent player and find a deck from someone who messed around long enough. If I spend 2 runs just kind of watching what everybody's playing, seeing what works that I'm playing, switching my deck around. If I do 2 runs, I have a meta deck created without help from anybody. But if I just go onto YouTube or I go to my team chat, because we have a channel for it, I'm sure a lot of channels do, and just see what other people are running, see what other people already spent the time theory crafting and being like, you know, on paper, Space Warrior plus 20% seemed good, but it doesn't increase his ability, didn't really help that much, so replacing him with somebody else was better. You know, people run through it and see like, it's not worth running it at all. Just run the normal friendly deck, fantasy, whatever, and you're gonna win because the advantages you get aren't worth it because the cards that benefit just suck in general. So it's easy to be good at challenge mode if you take the time, but if you're just not good at the game, you're not gonna do well. There's people on Facebook that show their first 12-win run years after they've been playing, and they say like they usually only get 5 wins or something like that. Like there are plenty of people like that out there. But when you're talking about the people that are complaining and stuff like that, that's the people who win and win and win and win and win and win. And so to start losing is weird to them. To most people, to lose 3 games and go 3 and done isn't weird to them. They're just like, oh, well, that's my challenge mode run. Guess next week I try again. They don't get mad. They don't care. They understand that maybe they're not very good at it. And they understand that if they would have dropped cash after cash after cash, maybe they put a string of potatoes together and take some wins home. Ended up losing 3 games in a row, then I switched my deck and got 11 wins. Exactly. I've done that so many times where I put together a stupid deck that I think will be fun. It ends up not working very well. I see what somebody else played, is like, okay, yeah, that works better. Like yeah, you know, the Belf on fantasy is better than the Mystic Belf, whatever, you know, whatever boost is better for that. You instantly see it if you're smart and you understand the game. You see what beats you and you're like, okay, I'll run that. And then and usually what I do is I get somebody else's deck, I run it 1 or 2 times, and I think this isn't the best it could be, and I make a couple changes because, you know, whether it's a playstyle difference or truly the other person's deck could have been better in a certain way. That's part and parcel of being a good player, though, is theory crafting and building a deck. At its core, this is a deck building game. It's only 12 slots, so there's not as much thought that goes into like a 40 deck or a 25 deck or something like that. But the fact that you can't duplicate cards, the fact that the energy is so different from 7 to 1, the fact that there's no real way to you don't affect your card draw, you don't affect your anything like that. It's your deck itself wins or loses you the game most of the time. Whether or not your deck is versatile enough to survive whatever you have coming at it. You know, if you have a deck that's 5 cost, if you go up against anybody who's running a 3 cost deck, you're probably going to lose. Unless you just really get a nice cycle, you really get good removal, whatever it might be. Yeah, C-Money is usually happy if he gets 6 wins, which is totally fine. Like, it takes time. Like, it takes time sometimes. You just gotta refresh it and get to know that one challenge mode. And some people it would take longer than others. And I don't have any question that if you were to dump $5 into it and run 15 runs, that you would put a 12 win together at some point if you did the same one over and over, and if you had the card levels. There might be times where you just don't have the card levels to play the meta. Maybe you're missing a rare to level 3 that's really important. Maybe you're missing a common to level 4 that's really important for that deck. That's totally possible. It happens. But 12 wins isn't an achievement. You know, like when somebody says, oh, I won 12 wins, it's like, how many? You know, and then also being on that fucking leaderboard isn't an achievement at all either. So I feel like they need to find a balance where challenge mode is equally challenging, equally rewarding, and equally time efficient, especially if they let you bang it out over and over and over again. What I would do is what a lot of other games do, is you make the arena reward or the challenge rewards fucking dynamite. We're talking like almost guaranteed legend in the 12th pack. But you match it up based on which number you are. If you're 12, you're gonna match up against someone who's on their 12th win, their 11th win, maybe their 10th win. one of them up there, and just kind of the natural progression and how things work, those people up there will be the people that are better at the game and have a more likely a chance to beat you. And you only get to do it one time. You can refresh it and keep trying over and over. Let's say the first time you get to 3, then you play again, you get to 4, you open the 4th one, you don't open the first 3. The next one you play again, you get to 3. Next one you play again, you get to 4. Next one you play again, you get to 10, you open 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you have a chance to get all these good rewards, but you can't spam them, but you make it difficult. You make it difficult. It should be a challenge. It should be. Getting that 12th reward should feel fucking good, and maybe only 2% of the whole fucking game should be able to achieve it. You shouldn't be able to potato your ass through challenge win after challenge win on a 3-hour stream and win 88% of your games. Like, nah. Just do my one and done unless I have a complete shit deck, then I'll change it up and try again. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Penguin Walks? The 2K challenge mode stuff is insane. Don't know how many times I'm going up against 6 to 7K players. Yeah. Currently, people just wait for the bottom challenge. Yeah, right? Yeah. I mean, that's just a fiasco. That will be dealt with eventually, but take advantage of it while you can, I guess. Anyway, challenge mode was the one place that was actually a welcome and fun change of pace from the sweatiness of PvP ladder. See, doesn't that seem opposite? Doesn't that seem a little bit different? Doesn't that seem like the sweatiness should be happening in challenge mode? An overwhelming 99% of the player base found the new changes to challenge mode completely unfun. That's a fucking stupid statement. You lose all credibility when you say something like that. You lose absolutely 99% of your credibility when you make an outlandish, stupid statement claiming that X amount of majority of the community feel the same way as me. No, it's not true. Some people probably really enjoyed the changes because it was actually a fucking challenge, and some people play for competition. If you want challenge mode to be fair, then give everyone same level cards. I do agree with that. I don't think fair is the word though, because it's not fair if someone who just started matches up against me. I'm sorry. That is not fair. I will beat them. I will win. They have no chance to beat me. If they only know the game well enough to get to 1,000, unless it's an alt, that doesn't matter. That's a different story. If that is a person who's only got to rank 1,000, even if they had the same level cards as me, they are fucked. Do you understand? It's not fair. There's no fairness to matching up like that. Completely agree with Bryson. I'm also a shitter and wish that I would get more potatoes in challenge mode. You've killed challenge mode for me and almost everyone I'm in touch with on my team. Give everyone the same card levels and be done with it. How does that affect anything? It's not necessarily that these people were losing. Like when I went and played challenge mode, it was pretty rare that I was coming up against somebody that didn't have the base level cards. Like maybe in a challenge mode of 12, one person would have a lower leveled card than the max could be. That's not the issue. It's the fact that it's a 6,000 person who clearly would have those levels, because that's like baby levels for someone who's been playing for 2 years. A level 4 common if you don't have after playing for 2 years. What? So if you, unless it's a brand new card obviously, but so if you don't have these levels, then you're just a new player and you're gonna lose regardless of your levels. And that's just more telling you like, hey, if you don't have the levels to play challenge mode, you probably don't have the fucking skill either. So stay the fuck out of here and keep the matchmaking pure. But it doesn't matter. People go in with their level 1 cards and expect to take fucking wins? What? No, it doesn't work that way. If you give them all levels, these potatoes aren't really gonna win any more games than they normally did. They're not. I'm sorry. They're just not. Yes, there'll often be a big experience gap between the players, but that's a win-win. The more experience gets an easy win. A nice change of pace to PvP? What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Most PvP games are free wins. And the less experience gets to learn firsthand strategy and combos that will develop their game. That is only true if you're the type of person that really learns from winning. A lot of people will just say, they'll see the number and they'll be like, oh, that guy's a whale, that guy's better than me, I didn't stand a chance, fuck this, right off the game, it wasn't my fault, I didn't do anything wrong, I couldn't have possibly won no matter what I did. That's what people think, especially this fucking guy. Guess who that is? Had that happen with level 1s, I kind of feel bad playing them. Yeah, I agree, but I want to play different people. I played the same person. Okay, that's true. That is true. The fact that it matches you with roughly the same people that you'd see on matchmaking is stupid. It should still take into account your challenge mode victories. I mean, that was at its core a smart way to match you up. Somebody that has played 20 challenge games shouldn't go up against someone who's played 2,000. Like, that's the same kind of thing as a 1,000 versus 8,000. Like, you're just, it's a different game mode. You're not gonna have the same amount of experience. Guess which mother ducker just lost their whale virginity? What? Oh, nice, Greg. What'd you buy? Some people would think I'm a whale since I'm around 84, 86. Yeah, well, right now, ELO doesn't mean fuck all, man. So you could be at 9,500 and free to play. Who fucking knows? Watching people is how I figured out about the Wonder Tweek Chomper thing. Yeah, I did it. I just kind of did it on my own. And I was like, oh shit. It happened and they were all sitting there. I had Chomper in my hand. I was like, wait a sec. Unfortunately, one of the guys in my group was a BHK, so BHK survived, but it was still awesome. Challenge mode's fun when you can find games that actually had to think and not mindlessly play units against potatoes. Yeah, I mean, some of the best games I've ever had in challenge mode were against Austin Westerling, where me and him went up against, I went up against him twice in one run, and we traded games. It was awesome. He beat me the first time because his Mintberry Crunch had some fucking crazy good abilities, and I won the second one because my Gizmo, no, I think it was the charge one, so it was fucking Captain Diabetes got fucking shit stomped. But every single post on Discord will be hit with the whale emote. That's hilarious. I've been lucky with the leggies in the Latino group. They say I'm a whale. Oh, that's really funny. I mean, you could be free to play and be really lucky, or you could have spent smartly and bought guaranteed stuff. Maybe all you did was you put $50 in to refresh some PvP packs when you play, maybe grab a locker from time to time, and then buy the 2,000 legends that you care about. And you could build a deck of level 5 legends. If that's how you built them, you could build a deck of level 5 legends in a theme that only needs a couple of them, like fantasy, sci-fi. All you really need is you need Mecha, and then Grand Wizard Cartman, and then maybe Shield Maiden. Like, you only really need the 3. Or instead of Grand Wizard Cartman, you could do 6 element, whatever works better. And you could build a really, really solid high leader deck with that if you also cover all the level 6 rares and stuff. And you could do that for not thousands of dollars if you do it smart. I agree the changes to challenge need to be done to the actual playability, not the matchmaking. Everyone from mid-silver up ends up using the same deck, and it goes from a challenge to whoever gets the best hand every week. See, this is the type of player, like, he thinks that every time he loses, it's because the other guy had a better hand, and he didn't outplay him. While in some cases, that can be true. If you lose because somebody plays a Psalm, and you have a Lightning Bolt in your deck, and you had 4 energy, and Lightning Bolt just wasn't in your hand left, yet you have a little bit of an argument. But there's no possible way that's happening on every single one of these games. There's no possible way that your hand is what's causing you an issue. And if your hand is causing you an issue, then maybe your fucking team picked a stupid fucking deck and didn't think about, oh hey, what if we get Ninja, Zen, Satan, Ninja, Zen, Satan, Chaos, I don't know, someone else, fucking Poison or something. What if we have that hand? What are we gonna do? What if that's our starting hand? What are we gonna do? The smart teams pick their deck so that in the 5 fucking cards that you get, it's an impossibility to start with a shitty card. That's what the top dogs think of. That's what the big fuckers are arguing about on Monday night at fucking 2 a.m. But you lost because your deck was bad, or you lost because your hand was bad, and you're too shitty to salvage it, ever. So you write it off, and you're the motherfucker that quits after he loses 1 bar. When Jammin's coming every week coming back from 2 bars. Every fucking week he's coming back from 2 bars. Exactly. This guy knows what I'm talking about. Got myself Inuit Kenny the morning of my battle pass. Yeah, Inuit. I mean, Inuit I feel like will be good eventually. But it's just hard. The problem with Inuit is that so many of the cards that he kills, or like should kill, like 6 Element Randy, maybe something like Pocahontas, Witch Doctor, all these cards have a way to avoid killing him by either triggering their ability or just the fact that like it takes 2 shots for Manbearpig to kill the Inuit. So it's like they're probably gonna be able to kill him, whether it's Lightning Bolt, Arrow Storm, put an assassin out to kill him, whatever it might be. You really have to play so defensively with that. Throw gnomes and he's fucked. Yeah, exactly. And when most people are running gnomes or something, it's like, what the fuck? Mostly my other team doesn't really think about cards. They just pick the cards that got leveled up. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of teams think that way. It's like, well, I don't know about you, but I got BHK level 5, so I think that's the one we should go with. And it should be 3 costs, change my mind. That's a hard one, man. He would be borderline the strongest legend in the game if he was 3 cost, dude. You could just send him down the line. Good luck, Satan. I'm not a fan of that. If that's true, then Cyborg would have to go 3-2 then, because it's bullshit if he's not. And that would just get out of hand. I don't like energy changes at all. I never like energy changes. I think you should balance the card at what it is. I think Space Warrior should have stayed 3 and just made him beefier or something. Still can't see Team Wars results. That was weird. I couldn't today, and then I left and came back and I could again. That seems to come and go. Very strange. Please listen to the community on this, guys. Lulz Knee 2 is now following. Thank you so much, Lulz. Thanks for the follow. Opinion on Call Girl. Call Girl is just not good enough. Mostly just because the only real useful card she can pull is Coon, and Coon is just not good. You could pull a Mysterion early and that could be really good, but then you have a Call Girl butt naked. Like, what are you gonna do? I don't think Call Girl is gonna be really useful unless you have like if you have a superhero deck that's just really stacked and you have like level 6 Call Girl and level 6 Mysterion, you can probably play Call Girl and do pretty good. You could probably Call Girl a level 7 Mosquito and probably be just fine. But for most people, it's just not super viable to play the Call Girl. You don't see Call Girl very often. When you play her, she either gets her shit rocked or she'll pull something off. I think that Superheroes needs just one more card, like a 6 cost Randy or a 5 cost tank or something like that, off tank, something like that, that will be a more useful target. Or even if it's a 4 cost that's useful, like a Witch Doctor kind of 4 cost, like a nice fighter to drop. She's not going to be useful until there's a card like that, personally. She's Fireball fodder, yeah, that too. Or drop a Inkin on her ass, just something. And the randomness of it, you have to kind of build your deck in a stupid way to make her useful if you're forcing her onto Coon or something like that. So you really have to have a deck built up where it doesn't matter what card she pulls, it'll be okay. And that's not possible with the current superhero cards. I still can't see the Team Wars results. We already read this one, so we look kind of stupid. Thanks for the bad luck protection for token events. Great remedy against overgrinding for these types of events. I agree, that's nice. Hey y'all, do the developers have a comprehensive list of features and bug fixes for each update that is released? Like a big patch note list? No, I don't think so. That'd be a nice thing to have though. You can kind of see the progression of like, no, look at this. Back in December of 2018, Stan Mini Moons did 200 fucking damage and that was it. That was it. Captain Hindsight will be a superhero's Randy. Yeah, I'm hoping. 6 cost Cthulhu, something like that. Just something big that she could bring out and it'd actually be useful. For challenges, just give same level cards to everyone and make matchmaking random. I don't think that would make it any fairer. You'd have a lot of people who just wouldn't be able to play because they'd get brutalized half the time, and then you wouldn't have those people to play challenge mode anymore. So then guess what happens? Your challenge mode becomes nothing but the sweaty fucking assholes that just want to fucking win. So everything that you're saying is going to result in the same fucking issue that is happening right now. And why is that? Because it's a difficult fucking issue to solve. It's not easy. It's not a one sentence fucking solution. Jesus. All right, challenge made matchmaking is good now. I love this shit. Don't listen to the unskilled whales. It's not the whales. It's not the whales. I promise you, bro, the whales do just fucking fine. They all do just fucking fine at challenge mode. You want to know who has the most challenge mode wins of anyone in the fucking game? Shane. Shane, not Roman fucking Edge, not Melandera, not these people that are considered challenge mode gods. Shane does. Because he's got the cash and the time, and that's all that matters. It's not skill. It's not anything. But anyway, he'll do just fine. Shane's like legit one of the best players in the game. People don't realize it. Because he has those levels. But when you go up against those levels and you're going up against the other people with the same levels, he fucking wins 90% of the time. Nobody fucking beats Shane, guys. It's very rare. He'll lose. I bet he loses 5 games a day if he's playing 30. Pretty good, man. What does Shane do? I don't know, but he works a lot. But whatever he does, I think he can play while he's doing it. So whatever that means. Competent players still get 12 wins in challenge. Exactly. Exactly. I 100% without a doubt know I would still get easy 12 win challenges. I'll prove it on stream when it's a fun challenge to do. Because every time I've ever gone up against someone who's considered a good challenge mode player, I've fucking beaten them. I lose to the fucking whales. I lose to Austin Westerling. I lose to Doc Holliday. Those are the people I lose to. I lose to fucking one-legged pigeon in challenge all the time. I swear to God, whenever we're playing, like, we just have the same exact schedule, me and that guy. Anyway, we'll listen to retarded SPPD officer. Retired, sorry. Don't listen to unskilled whales who want to farm potatoes in challenge mode. I do agree though, that is the thing. People just want to farm potatoes. And I don't agree that's what challenge mode should be. So I'm on board with him for the most part right now. Because they're not good at the game. I like it. The challenge mode is perfect, fine, matchmaking gold versus gold, and silver, bronze, wood. Yeah, I think that's pretty safe too. Only bad part is long queue times and facing same opponents. Yes. Yes. You alleviate that a little bit. I think it's stupid as fuck to ever lock you in an arena. Like to lock you in 8.5, 8, 7.5. That is dumb as rocks. That is absolute pants on your head stupid. And that's what was wrong with Team Wars that they changed. Because you can't fucking match up when there's only like 100 people up there. You can't fucking match up against those people. There's 2 full days that you can play these things. Some people are in different time zones, so there's no fucking way that you expect to play and match up against somebody. And when you do, it'll be the same 5 people that play all the time. Make some pools 6,000 LSR to 1,000. Yeah. Yeah, I'm down with that. Never go back like it was before. It ruins the experience for new players. Don't worry about whales not refreshing the challenge. They're lying. I don't even think it's really whales that refresh challenge. The whales don't waste their time with the challenge because half the time it's not worth the effort, and you can just sail through PvP tickets and PvP packs when you're getting free wins every game because they fold to you because you're fucking Shane. So why would you want to waste your time playing sweaty challenge modes when you can just pay 45 for a PvP pack that is just gonna... That's what the whales do, man. The whales don't refresh challenge mode. The people who want to conserve their cash and get as much bang for their buck, and by the way, that's not usually the fucking whales. TVT matchmaking is perfect. I don't think it's perfect. It should be harder. They should do something for Team Wars. I'm not sure. Not sure what. I don't want the matchmaking to be long, but I'm not sure. Or what they need to do is just refine they just need to refine the arenas. They need to change so that there's a diamond, platinum, gold, because some teams in gold win with 700 points. It's a fucking joke. The whole thing is a joke. That's fine. Let these people compete for Team Wars rewards. Let these teams of 5 people compete, or these teams of 15 people compete. But don't let them fucking compete in gold. Are you fucking stoned? What sense does that make? In what fucking other game in the world could a team that has 20% full players could fucking win in the highest league? That is the most dumb fucking thing I have ever witnessed in a competitive game strategy matchmaking bracketing leaderboard, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's absolutely stupid. Any clue what's up with the glitch where you play the same card over and over? I don't know, but it's fucking hilarious. Participation would be higher if the reward system was better too. Participation for challenge mode, you mean? Yeah, I think they need to adjust it. Why not just have it how it is based on ELO? Well, just the matchmaking would take too long if they do that, because it's hard to do that, because then you would just wait till the end till everybody in your bracket is gone, and then you wait to drop down to the next bracket. And if you don't do that, if you can't drop down, then the matchmaking's really long. But if you can drop down, then people will just wait. So it's a hard question to answer. And they have people who get literally fucking paid to figure it out. So let's just let them do it. We'll be the guinea pigs. We'll figure it out. We'll give our opinions here and there, but shit they gotta figure out, man. They got a lot of numbers, and remember, just by being here, you're part of the 0.01% of this game. The top 1% of this game might be affected, but if 99%, that means 99,000 people are affected and 1,000 people aren't. Or backwards. 1,000 people are affected, 99,000 aren't. There's roughly 100,000 weekly players. They need higher rewards for higher ELO players across the board. Yeah, I can see that. Well, does that already exist? If you're a higher ELO, do you get better challenge rewards? Or is it just event packs that have that? I agree, that should be everything. So yeah, all of these matchmaking changes and I get 8,500 and 81 back-to-back with no wait time. They didn't change PvP matchmaking at all. They just changed so you couldn't go down to silver. So you wouldn't be randomly matching a fucking silver guy. They didn't, of course you're gonna match up with 85 and 81, cause you're probably sitting at 76 and the first stretch of the ratio plus and minus is like 700 points. So if you're at 7,800, you're gonna catch an 8,500 every once in a while. With no wait, because that's your first check. Your first check is 700 skill plus or minus. It's fucking it. Wait a couple milliseconds, it opens up. I don't know if it's milliseconds, it's probably seconds. Challenge matchmaking is terrible, please revert it to the way it was. Oh, guess who that is, guys? That's Warghoul, one of the guys who was considered great at challenge mode, probably just because he's on the leaderboard every once in a while. But most of the time, we're dropping him when we play him. He wants those potatoes, guys. So far, I've been lucky to hit double legends at 75 EOS packs. Yeah, I got that from the 900, or not 900, the 8,000 pack on the Adventure Lock. I got double Satan, and then I got Satan from the Battle Pass, I think, that same weekend. No, I got it from Team Wars and End of Season. I got it from both, so I was able to get him from, 5 out of 8 to level 4 in one weekend. It was pretty awesome. When I wasn't even really close, I got a double legend my last 7,500 pack. Nice. I mean, sometimes they make the lesser packs better. I don't know. But that kind of does it for the South Park Phone Destroyer weekly update for week 2.8. That means year 2, week 8. Kirby, what the fuck? If Tree played this game, he would have everything maxed already. Oh yeah, right. No chance. You need to get so for your reference, I have level 5 legends. They can go up to 7, and it's taken me 2 years and quite a bit of money to get them to that level. And you need 16 for the next level, or 32 for the next level, sorry. And then for the next level, you need 64. So the time that it's taken me to get to here is the same amount of time that it takes to get, I guess it'd be like to here. So the time that it took to get, the amount of cards that it took to get from level 1 to level 5 is the same amount of cards as it takes to get from level 5 to level 6. And it took 2 years to do that. So as lucky as he could be, not happening. He could do it with 1 or 2 cards maybe, but there's 13 legend cards. Yeah, I know, but I'm just making sure you understand how ridiculously facetious you were being. But anyway, thanks everybody for stopping by for the weekly update. We're actually gonna keep streaming. We're gonna, I already have the events finished. I did like a 7-point deck and it was a blast. So we're gonna move into Minion Masters. We're gonna clear out my chest there, and then I'm doing a deck right now that I can win in less than a minute, like 80% of games. It's fucking hilarious. You guys gotta stick around and watch that. But if you're watching on YouTube, thanks for sticking around. Make sure you drop a comment, like, subscribe, all that jazz. If you're new on Twitch, make sure you follow as well. Peace out, Rock. Thanks for thanks for swinging by is what I was trying to say. And so you're saying we aren't going to be getting level 6 legendaries? I mean, not unless you're paying a lot of money, man. Like, there's only a handful of them, and like for a fact, every one of those people has like $20,000 to $30,000 in the game without a question. So yeah, not a whole lot of us will see level 6 legends anytime soon. Sorry for butchering your name. Dude, I think that's funny. Glanzer. Dude, it's better. At one time, I went on someone's stream and they said, "What's up, Gianzem?" Because they thought that the G, they thought the I, or they thought the L was an I, and they thought the RN was an M. So they said Gianzem, and I was like, what the fuck did you just call me? I was like, how the fuck, what kind of stupid dummy is this guy? And then I looked at it and I was like, you know, it does kind of look like that. I can't even get mad at him. It does kind of look like that. Oh man, but anyway, thank you YouTube. Thank you guys for stopping by. We got 30 people strong here. Hope you stick around for some Minion Masters. It's great fun. Until then, we'll see you next time on twitch.tv/Glanzer at 7 p.m. Central every Monday for the weekly update. Peace out.